Hey everybody, happy President's Day. Welcome to my Studio B. I wanted to just take a few minutes to get you up to speed about what's going on around here over the next couple of weeks. There will be a few changes. As I've hinted at in other places, although not specifically here in a video, we have almost reached the end of the one takes. I stopped actually producing them back in November and had a very deep catalog. And at the end of this month, February 27th, actually, we will run out. And I'm not making any more, with a few exceptions, actually. The reason for stopping is not that I'm quitting my job or anything like that. I just think it's time to do something else. We've done over 600 videos. I've met a lot of great people. I've driven a lot of really neat cars. But imagine living in a world full of restaurants that only served appetizers. That's what a one take is. It's sort of like an appetizer. And I think after doing that 650 times, what I'm really looking for now is an entree, to continue that analogy. I'm looking for to continue testing cars, but to have quality time with those cars, not just a 15-minute first impression. And unfortunately, right now, the YouTube landscape rewards volume. It rewards just more and more and more, and not necessarily better, or more. Spending more time with the car and making a higher quality video will not return a better investment right now. So I have to find another way to do that. Having said that, I will continue making one takes with press cars that I get to spend a little more time with, as well as some more complete aftermarket cars, like for example, a dine-in package car, or a car that I can either have it for a few days and do whatever I want with it, or experience it in a way that complements the car. I go back to the Lancia Stratos thing I did in Florida, which, while it was very nice to say that I've gotten to drive a Lancia Stratos, the experience that I had was not complementary to that vehicle. And so if I'm going to do something like that, I need it to be a complementary experience. And so that's what moving on from the one takes to me is really going to be about, making room for those bigger experiences, which hopefully I'll get to do some writing for Road and Track. But as we end this part of the, I don't know, my career and move on to something else, I definitely want to thank all of you for watching. Hundreds of millions of views, which is really amazing. You've paid my mortgage, and I really appreciate that. Got me a few toys in the process as well. But especially thank you to anyone who's let me drive a car. For whatever your reason was for coming out and letting me have a go, all 650 of you, whether I liked your car or didn't like your car, or whether you didn't like me, I appreciate your time and I appreciate your vehicles, and thank you very much. So what is going on next? Well, I'm going on vacation, and the podcast, TheSmokingTire podcast, will continue. And in fact, beginning in March, I think we may double the episodes and do 2 a week. So you can have more Smoking Tire podcast content coming with video, as well as from our Studio B here where I'm at right now, my new podcast with Cameron Weiss, the Watch and Listen podcast, all about watches. We've got our very cool watch cam here, and me and Cameron are going down through the world of watches, and that's youtube.com/watch and listen podcast. Also available on iTunes, also available on Shout Engine and Android. I will put all the links to all the podcasts in the description of this video. Also, I have talked about my car storage facility, which will be called Westside Collector Car Storage here in Los Angeles in Playa Vista. The good news is things are happening with that. I will be starting construction very soon. We've got our permits coming through. I got to use an excavator and knock down the old building, and damn, was that fun. That was so sweet. I really enjoyed that very much. And so if you're interested in storing cars here on the west side of Los Angeles. We're going to be open for business in about a year, but I got a mailing list going, Matt at TheSmokingTire.com. I won't spam you, but if you are interested in, I've got 150 spaces to sell, and we're going to be open in about a year. So I want to get this list going and get this place sold. Hopefully I'll do some videos about what it's like to build a parking facility in LA. I haven't figured out exactly how to make that work yet, but we will see. In the meantime, I'm hitting the road on the 22nd, and I am going to the Galapagos Islands with my family until March 4th. So I wish you all a beautiful President's Day. I hope you enjoy the last week of the one takes, as we've got some good ones to end it. And I'll continue with occasional cars in the future, but thank all of you, and we'll see what's next after my vacation. Bye.